The time now is 4:49 Jerusalem time, or Israel Standard Time. And this is the crypto report, the Holy Shekel crypto Gematria report. The Holy Shekel crypto Gematria report for Monday, July 6, 2026. And it's the 21st day of Tammuz, 5786. The Parshat of the week is Matot-Maasei. It's a double portion. And it's double Parshat. And the Daf Yomi today is Chullin 67. And Bitcoin, the price was checked in Israel time at 429. I'm sorry. At 4... Okay. Usually what I'm doing is three different currencies, USD, New Israeli Shekels, and Euro. So today, I checked the Shekel first. So that was at 429, and the price for Bitcoin is 184,509 shekels and 97 agorot. So 184 is the numerical value of the word pakad. It's a root, pakad pei, kuf, dalit. And it means either to remember or to deposit, and or to take into account. So it's kind of the same thing in a way. They're related. It has to do with if someone made a deposit in their bank, they say like pakad has that root, or pakad, or like in biblical Hebrew it's like in the book of Exodus, or even at the end of Genesis it says pakod yifkod, God will remember, will take into account. Okay, and then so that's 184,000. That's the 184 meaning, and then 509. 509 is the numerical value of it's the area code in Spokane, Washington, and it's also see here. So it's also there's three words in Hebrew: Shlomo, Pinchas, and Selek. So Shlomo is like Solomon. Pinchas is the Parshat we were just in. And Selek is beets. So if you add them together in Hebrew, Shlomo plus Pinchas plus Selek, in regular Gematria is 773, but in Albam is a certain cipher where you're paralleling different letters, substituting, and it's equal to 509. So today's shekel price pulls forth pakad, to remember or to deposit, and then the name Shlomo, Pinchas, and beets. In beats in the Atbash, in the Albam cipher, and 97 agorot. 97 equals it's a very interesting word that matches English and Hebrew Gematria. 97 equals son of man. If you spell in English Gematria, son of man equals 97, and in Hebrew the words ben Adam, like in Hebrew Gematria. So one is in English Gematria and in Hebrew, and they match. It's one of the very few words that match up in both Hebrew and English. Is son of man, which is ben Adam, which equals 97. It also equals Uman, the place in Russia, in Ukraine. And 97 also equals Stephanie. And now we're going to the English Gematria. Now we're going to the USD, which is okay. So one Bitcoin equals 61,394 and 86 cents. See, last Monday it was at 59. So now today we're at 61, so it's doing pretty well compared to last week, Monday. Right? Yeah. 61 equals Kevin. It also equals Corey. It also equals Mendy and Richard. 394. 394 equals Shulchano, his table in Hebrew, and also equals Karen David, the horn of David. 86 equals Terry, and 86 equals Arthur. And now for the euro. The euro, it's the one Bitcoin BTC is 53,759 euro and 18 cents, I guess. I don't know what they call it there. So that's actually kind of interesting. I have to see how much time we have here. Okay, we have some time. So when it comes to 759, there is a two words in Hebrew. One is word called, it's rabbinic Hebrew really. It's called teku, and teku means an unanswered question, and then Resh Mem Gimel. Resh Mem Gimel are letters that correspond to 243. So if you add 516 plus 243, you'll get 759, apparently. What's the meaning of that? The meaning is that 759 is the numerical value of Teku 243, which is a 243rd Teku, unanswered question, or just a Teku, really. Teku in Talmud Bavli. Because not all Tekus, just 243rd appearance of the word Teku. Let's leave it at that. Which is in Tractate Menachot, page 57a, and it talks about Rav Mari asking a dilemma concerning the leavening of meal offering. If a priest leavened a meal offering while standing at the top of the altar, what's the halacha? The Gemara clarifies the possibilities. The Merciful One states in the Torah, no meal offering that you shall bring to the Lord shall be made with leaven. Leviticus 2:11. Interesting, 11 and 11. Which indicates, Leviticus 2:11 talks about leaven, which indicates that this prohibition applies only to a meal offering that has not yet been brought to the Lord, meaning to the altar, and therefore this meal offering has already been brought to the top of the altar. Even though it has not yet been burned, perhaps it is not included in the prohibition. Or perhaps any offering whose burning has not yet been performed is considered like one whose action of sacrifice has not yet been performed, despite the fact that it has already been brought up to the top of the altar. If so, this meal offering is included in the prohibition against leavening. No answer is found, and it's taken, which means we need to wait until the Messiah, the son of David, arrives, and Elijah the prophet will give us the answer according to the tradition. This has been the Crypto Report for Monday, July 6, 2026, and it's the 21st day of Tammuz, 486. Parshat Matot-Maasei, Daf Yomi, Chullin, 67. Just for recap, the Bitcoin price for USD is 61,394.86 cents. The Bitcoin for the shekels is 184,509.97, and for euros it is 53,759.18.